In this tutorial, I will demonstrate the different recovery models in SQL Server: full, bulk log, and simple. These recovery models play a crucial role in determining how transactions are logged, how backups are performed, and how data can be recovered in the event of a failure. Additionally, I will cover a unique behavior known as the pseudo-simple recovery model. For this demonstration, I will primarily use T-SQL commands, but will also switch to the SQL Server Management Studio graphic user interface to highlight certain features. Let's start by examining the default recovery mode for a newly created database. I'll begin by creating the database testDB. Once this database is created, we can check here that the database is created. Once this database is created, I'll check its recovery model using the following query. As you can see, the recovery model for the testDB is set to full by default. This behavior occurs because SQL Server uses the settings of the model database when creating new databases. Let's confirm this by viewing the recovery model of the model database. By default, the model database is set to full recovery. This setting can be changed, and any new database will inherit the updated settings of the model database. Let's now modify the recovery model of the model database to simple. This change is particularly useful for development environments where transactional logging and point-in-time recovery are not critical. To make this change, I'll use the following command: alter database model, set recovery simple. Next, I'll create another database, testDB2, and check its recovery model. As expected, testDB2 now has a simple recovery model because it inherited the updated settings from the model database. If you need to switch the recovery model of an existing database, you can do so using this T-SQL command, alter database testDB set recovery simple, or also by using the graphic user interface by right-clicking on the database, going to properties, and then go into options, and we can see the recovery model option is right here. So you get three options: full, bulk logged, and simple, and you can easily change it from here. Next, we'll explore the unique behavior known as the pseudo-simple recovery model. While not an official recovery model in SQL Server, it describes how a database behaves under certain conditions in the full recovery model. First, I will start by changing back my model database's recovery model to full. Next, let's start by creating a new database to observe this behavior. After creating the database, let's verify its current recovery model. As you can see, it is in the full recovery model. In the full recovery model, transaction logs should only be truncated after a log backup. Let's create a table, insert some data, and check the log reuse weight description. I'll create the table and I'll insert some data. Next, let's check the log reuse status. Interestingly, even though the database is in full recovery model, the log reuse weight description might show nothing. This indicates that the database is behaving as if it were in simple recovery model, where logs are truncated after each transaction. Why does this happen? For a database in the full recovery model to properly maintain its log chain, a full backup is required. Without it, SQL Server cannot preserve the log sequence number chain. causing the database to truncate logs as transactions commit, mimicking the simple recovery model. This condition is referred to as the pseudo-simple recovery model. We can confirm this behavior with a query that checks the LSN chain. As you can see, if the database lacks a full backup, the query will confirm it's in the pseudo-simple recovery model. To restore proper full recovery model behavior, we need to take a full backup. This creates the necessary log chain for transaction log backups to function correctly. After the backup, rechecking the LSN chain will show the database behaving as expected in the full recovery model. Switching between recovery models, especially from full to simple, can break the LSN chain, requiring a new full backup to resume proper backup operations. Avoid frequent changes to the recovery model and instead plan transaction log backups effectively to prevent excessive log growth. To conclude, we have explored the 3 recovery models in SQL Server: full, bulk logged, and simple. We've also demonstrated the pseudo-simple recovery model behavior and emphasized the importance of taking the first full backup in full recovery mode. Understanding these recovery models is vital for implementing effective backup and recovery strategies in SQL Server. Thank you for following along. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.